the dialogue from the New York Dharma class. So the first Buddha that visited us was Immortal Lu. Okay, so we're going to start with his dialogue. So I'm just going to cover the main points. I'm not going to cover the whole thing in detail. So, can you hear me in the back? You can hear me? Okay. So Immortal Lu is asking us, when we speak, we must speak good words. It'll make the listener very comfortable and happy. So when we speak good words, when we do not speak good words, the other person will feel very uncomfortable and will feel hurt. Okay, so what comes out of our mouth should always be good. Starting from today, we change ourselves to speak only good things to other people. Our mouth and our actions should only be one. So whatever we think, we should do it, whatever is in our mind. So when we promise somebody something, we should do it and not just promise something that we do not do. And this way we manifest it and our character is trustworthy. Immortal Lu is referring to our senior transmitter Jin. He says, that just because his age is higher than us, it doesn't mean that the elderly people are useless. Okay, what it means is that the older one person is, the higher their wisdom, and we can all learn from the elderly people. Even though his physical body is aging, his chronological age increases. But that does not mean his wisdom will decrease. So in other words, the older the person, the higher their wisdom. So we do not look at elderly people as someone that is handicapped, nor as someone that is not worth anything, nor as someone that doesn't know anything. It should be the opposite. We should always respect the elderly people. So when we are driving to a place that we have never been to, there are usually several different roads to take. Okay. So how do we know which is the right road? We use our illuminating wisdom so that we don't take the wrong road. In other words, the Buddha is actually referring to our Tao cultivation so that we take the right path and we do not take the wrong path, because this is the source of all religions. So we already found the source. We no longer have to seek outside for something that is much better. We already found the best. So we no longer have to search for other religions that we can follow. Okay, so this way we know that we are going the right way. So Immortal Lu asks us, who is foolishly waiting for us? And some say the teacher, and some say Lao Mu. Okay. So Lu says, there are two people that gave us life, that supported us, raised us, and that is our parents. What was that?
Always wait for us.
Yeah. Yes, they are always waiting for us. Okay, so we also have Lao Mu in heaven, and all the saints and Buddhas waiting for us. And he says, everyone has their own worries. We don't compare. And those that have good fortune means that it was carried from their past life. Okay, so we do not compare our life to other people's life. We do not envy them that they have good fortune. Okay, we just appreciate and be content with our own life. So some people live a life of luxury, and if we cultivate ourselves in this life, we do more good, and we speak good words, then we also can have good fortune in our life. Okay, so that's why today we should cultivate ourselves well to gradually influence other people. Don't always expect things from others. Do not always speak of others' faults. That will affect us badly. We have to do what will affect us in good ways and not to use other people's faults to hold us back. A lot of people like to chase after fame and fortune, drive high-end cars, wear branding clothes. These are all material goods. Everyone wishes to live a comfortable life, but we have to gradually have less desire for material things. And when we find ourselves having a lot of worries, we can read the Buddha scriptures. Sometimes we'll be able to find the answers to worries in the scripture. It will calm our heart and mind. I hope everyone can put their efforts in cultivation to be able to receive the Tao and attend the Dharma class. I hope everyone will cherish the opportunity. Opportunity does not wait for people. And if we let go of this, it will be difficult to have a second chance. If we cherish these opportunities and do what we should be doing, then it will bring us good destiny and good fortune. Our destiny is in our own hands. If we want good destiny, the saints and Buddhas will always be around us to protect us and help us. As long as we have a sincere heart and mind to perform merits and do good things in accordance with the Tao. We should come back to the temple on a regular basis to learn the principles and to manifest what we have learned. To tell many people about the Tao. If we don't understand the scriptures, there are transmitters and lecturers in the temple that we can ask. The more we speak, the more we may hurt others. So we have to be aware of what we say. Tao is in our daily life. When we try, we can manifest the preciousness of Tao. The principles are very simple and easy to understand. Okay, that was Immortal Lu's scripture. Anyone, Ling Diasu, do you want to add anything to it?
I just want to say, in Chinese, there's one sentence. 良言一句三冬暖，恶言一句六夜寒。就是说 when we say good words to the people, even it was winter, it feels so warm. Okay, you feel so warm. People say good word, so welcome. And then when people say a bad word to us, even it's in summer, we feel so cold. Deep inside in the heart, so feel cold because it's not warm. Okay, so just remind us. Li Zhusi, he is one of the law enforcers. Okay, one of the 4 law enforcers. I think this is always important to all of us, even our loved ones, parents, children, friends. We always say kind word to each other. Okay, even they made a mistake, we try to say good words to help them. Don't criticize. Don't just say harsh words because it hurts inside, deep inside. So it's not easy, especially our loved one, right? Is it easy? Especially sometimes we are in an emotional stage, right? We say something very quickly. So
they remember.
They remember.
We said bad words, they remember.
Yeah, they don't really remember the bad word we said months ago. We forgot all the good words we said last few years, right? You know, they only remember those words. So that's one thing in remind us. One more item is Immortal Lu talk about one thing in our life. He said, we do the real we can be here to cultivate. Because in previous lifetime, we cultivate so many lifetimes. We could even, in the religion, we could even do so many good things in previous lives already. But why not we get on the right path to cultivate in the Tao Temple? But some people, we might say, okay, and that's the Tao Temple, might go away, go to other religion or church again. Then, you know, he said that, he made one example, he said, we get on the highway, we find out this is not the right path. So we have to get off the exit. What happened? We have to turn around, make a turn back, U-turn back, right? Then we have to get on the right track right track back again. So we waste so much life in our previous lifetime. We already waste so much lifetime for that. So this lifetime we get to the right path to cultivate the Tao and propagate the Tao. Let's stay on this path. This is the way we can go back to heaven, and we can bring our friends, relatives, and loved ones to go with us together. So he just remind us one more time. And one more thing here is, he said, a lot of time we all gonna facing challenge and difficulties every day. Does anybody have problems in their life? Everybody gonna have theirs. But when we have a hard time, feel some kind of hurt, and then stress, bring the scripture out, read it. Teacher said, and Immortal Lee said, there's answer inside to our problems, issues. There are answers inside. So once we read it, we will find out the answer inside. So try to do that regularly. Thank you.
Even when we are depressed, we should come to the temple. Because sometimes our answer is right there in class. It just happens that the Buddhas put the answer right there. So it will make us feel better or find a solution to our problem.
Anybody else might have a lecture too, or anybody else too? Anybody else want to comment? Feel free to share your. Welcome back to see you again. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Good to see you. Yeah. We have some friends. Good friends. Yeah. Back. You share with everybody else. Okay. Anyone else? Can share?
Let me just say a little bit.
Oh, go ahead.
Sometimes we say we are so busy with work or with family, but my feeling is that when we are busy, we still need to make time for the temple. And my feeling is that because like we are caught up in some kind of difficult situation, that's usually the play out of some of the bad courses that we planted. We could say bad karma. And in this situation, in these circumstances, I would always think that I just need to do more to eliminate the bad karma or the bad things. So by doing more and more.
Since you talk about that, let me make one example. There's one lecturer, Fan Sengjie, 讲师. You know what happened to him? He's a lecturer and cultivates so well in this lifetime. He's a temple master. He's a lecturer, cultivates so well in this lifetime. But he cultivated last 8 years. He's been doing his job. Okay, and then this lifetime, 8 years later, he went back from South Taipei to Southern Taiwan, and he didn't. In the beginning, he get along with the mass transmitters and members very well. Once he go to Southern Taiwan to cultivate, he didn't get along with certain people. So he started say, he doesn't feel he want to go to the temple. He started to relax. And suddenly he had an accident. Auto accident happened to him. And then he had a big surgery all the way, the neck area. It's a big hole here like this in the neck. And what happened to him? He was pretty lucky because longevity sense, he rescued him, took him to the heaven, showing him what's going on. I did explain to him, in previous life, he killed 3 people. 3 people. So he's supposed to be suffer once like this and die, and next lifetime come back and suffer the same thing and die, and one more die, suffer the same thing and die. 3 lives, supposed to pay back to these 3 lives. So that's why he's suffering on this area. Because last time he killed 2 people, and last one person he was the strength, right, to the person. So all 3 died. So his lifetime he suffered the same thing, what those people are suffering. But the key here, those 3 spirits who died, after they died, they went to underworld for 300 years in a hungry ghost. For 300 years, okay, to suffer. Then they come out. Those spirits was relieved after 300 years, waiting to search for him to find this lecture fun. And then for the first 8 years, they couldn't do anything because he was in the temple and cultivated very well. So those ghosts, 3 ghost spirits, couldn't do anything, waiting for 308 years. The moment he went to Southern Taiwan, relaxed, kind of didn't want to go to the temple, something happened because those 3 spirits caught him. Because once we relax, they are ready. They're waiting for that moment. That's what he had asked them. But due to he had been in the temple cultivation for so many years, has a lot of merits and credit. That's what sent the Buddha help him. Then he did suffer. Every 2 hours, the doctor had to come in to replace the medicine. So it's so suffering. That's so painful. And then the longevity sense told him that suffering is the same suffering those people who die because of him. So he's every 2 hours here to suffer. But he suffered only 3 days. Originally he had to die 3 times to pay back. But he only suffered 3 days, every 2 hours suffering. And then 3 days he paid back all the debts because the sense of Buddha and teacher behind us. So we are all lucky. We have that kind of sense of Buddha and our holy teacher behind us. So just share with everybody. We continue doing that. So sometimes we relax. We start to say, I'm not going to temple. That's what happened to lecture time. And the fun happened to him. He got big auto accident. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Transmitter Lin.
Yeah, share something.
Oh,
to say.
okay.
Maybe I can share it. The material world, we can see it, it's there. But the spiritual things, we cannot see it. I think that we spend like most of the time to try to get away with the material worlds. But I think the spiritual is important also.
Yeah.
So I think that thing is more high level than the material level, right? So even Chinese words, like the, I feel like one part is spiritual, one part is it's the material part. Even the spiritual part is top control material part. So the things we cannot see it, but we should.
We can own it.
Yeah, we own it, but I think we hear, we feel it. So we sometimes ever at least like a couple hours later to cultivate.
Steve Jobs, the Apple computer CEO, he lied down on the bed. He said the bed in the hospital is the most expensive bed in his lifetime. He realized because he spent all the money chasing the fame, power, and money, right? By the time he had cancer, he knew he had only a few months to live. He found out that's too expensive. Okay, by the time he lied down on the bed, he learned that it's kind of too late. He said he should spend more time to help people, not chasing for money and fame, right? For power, all this stuff. But that moment is kind of too late, unfortunately. But we don't want to wait until that moment. We found out. I just had a VP of sales marketing. I just found out he had the cancer, lung cancer. He doesn't smoke, okay? And then they couldn't do the chemo. So you know what happened? He couldn't do the chemo now. So he's now stage 4 of the lung cancer. So he only has a certain life to live. The doctor told him he only has a certain life to live. So he is chasing all the fame, power, position in the company to get the high position. By the time doctor tell him he got cancer, there's no cure. He cannot do anything.
How old is he?
He's about maybe not even 50. 50 years old.
And now a lot of young people have this.
And so it's in the life, that's what happened. Yeah. Okay. Good. Anybody else? In English class, we always share everybody's comments and then discuss a little bit before we go to. Because today we only have 2 main paragraphs. One is the teacher's scripture, and the other one is immoral scripture. Anybody else can? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now we will go to the Holy Teacher's dialogue. So the Holy Teacher is asking us, do we treat our parents better or do our parents treat us better?
Which one?
The
So,
former.
Which one?
yeah.
Second one.
Second one. Of course, our parents treat us better. Then the teacher asks, do we treat our children better or do we treat our parents better? And of course, the answer is we treat our children better. Okay. So then, Holy Teacher says, in today's world, we are filial to our children, not to our parents. And we have to use the same love that we give to our children to our parents. Okay? We shouldn't be annoyed or impatient with our parents when they ask us a question. Remember when we were children, we asked our parents, why does the sun shine? Why does the rain come down? Right? And our parents patiently answer our question. So now in today, when our parents need help with their cellular phone, please be patient and teach them. Okay? That's what the Holy Teacher says. Because their world is very small. It's not like us, okay? The world is very small. A lot of things they need help with. Okay, so we have to understand and be patient with them and also spend time with them. Okay?
They are also lonely too.
They're also lonely. Do not always think of them as annoying. One day when we no longer can hear that voice, regrets will be too late. Okay? So always remember, they're not going to be with us forever. So starting from today, since our parents are still with us, let's all be filial to them. So if we are filial to them, our children will also be filial to us. Okay? If we are showing them what filial piety entails, when we get old, they will naturally be filial to us. So a lot of parents complain, oh, my children are not filial. When we think about it, who is to blame? No one but us, because we did not show them any better. So when we don't have to teach them anything, we just do it to our parents. They have eyes, they have ears. So what they see is how they're going to perform towards us when we, okay? So don't expect them to just do it. We got to do it first. That's what the Holy Teacher says. Only our family's love and care has no motive and is sincere and simple. So that's why as a human being we have to cherish affinity and blessings in order to have good fortune. Now, Holy Teacher also say we should not spoil our children. For example, today, on everybody's birthday, what do? They have birthday parties, right? Holy Teacher says, do not give children birthday parties. We have to teach them on their birthday to bow to the parents, to kneel and bow. Because that is the day our mother went through so much suffering to bring us into this world. Okay? So it's not a day for children to celebrate. It is a day for us to be grateful to our mother for bringing us into this world. So children, from now on, no more birthday parties.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You got 4 of them.
So, may I interject here?
Yes.
A very good example is our grandfather. On his birthday, he never celebrated. Instead, he would, what do you call it? Secluded himself in his private room, reflected on the graciousness of his mother and also what he couldn't have done for his mother. And he also wrote a poem, I forgot, it's about, how he missed his mother and how, he's very appreciative of what, mothers in general do to their children.
Yeah. Great Jesus always locked himself, want to be alone on the day of birthday, or his own birthday, because people always go there to Busan to celebrate his birthday. But he doesn't want it. He just said he want to be alone, to appreciate, say thank you to his mother, actually also his parents and father too. Appreciate it, pay back. Because of them, he was able to come to this world. So I know instead to have a party, but don't forget to say thank you to the parents. Okay, but here is very critical. This is a good thing teachers have teach us. When the kids to bow, to kneel down and bow to the parents to say thank you, to say I love you. So I think that's a beautiful thing for us. In Chinese culture, we don't say I love you, especially our parents, our loved one, enough. It's good time, good opportunity to say it. Because like me, all day I kind of hard for me to speak out. But sometimes now you get used to say, yeah, appreciate it, thank you. So we all have to learn to say it. Don't be afraid to say I love you, mommy, daddy, right? Yeah. Why not?
I think the new generation says it,
Yeah.
but the old generation, like us, we
we
feel embarrassed, right?
I think we're doing too extreme. Although we have that love in our heart, that we just don't verbalize it. But we
Yeah.
probably would,
Inside.
show that with our action.
Yes.
But
We can
the new
speak,
generation, they are probably sweeter in the mouth, but they may not do.
Yeah, that's
as
true.
well.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd also like to mention our senior transmitter, Jin. He has shown.
Oh,
his
that's
story
good one. I just want to
of,
say the same thing you said. Good.
You want to go ahead?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
gonna make a.
because
I like it.
our senior master Jin's mother passed away when he was only 5, right? Yeah, and so he didn't have the opportunity to fulfill the field of piety, and so when he
Sure.
knew that receiving the blessing in the temple, heavenly temple, Tao temple, was able to uplift one's parents, and so he decided to receive the blessing, and so this is a very important reason that he came to the temple and cultivated so sincerely. And we know that he uplifted his parents, also sister, right? His sister, and also parents. Three people. Uncles, right? Also uncles. No. Okay, just parents and sister. Yeah.
And also the point is because every time when he has a reunion, remember his father is being conferred an upgrade, right?
Promoted.
Right?
Yeah.
By our normal. So it means it means you cultivate yourself. You really follow the rule, and if you're doing well, you're doing good. Your uplift will be promoted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is the precious for Tao. Without the Tao, you cannot uplift your offspring. You just cannot do that. You cannot uplift your parents.
A lot of people receiving Tao, not because just for themselves, because they say, especially some parents already passed away, they can benefit, ancestor can benefit. So that means that's why he knew that, so he said he received Tao. But come back to talk about I know lecturer Xiang's doing very well, but I'm going to talk about his older brother, Ray. He talked about fairy piety in Iowa. Okay, and I can see him talk. He did talk in the class and crying. Even he speak in the class, he crying because then after there's one story there. Okay, he said you should spend more time with the parents. Okay, but I know their mother is not here, but parents. So I saw after the class, I can see the transmitter Jin.
Junior.
Yeah, Jin. And he talked to the Jin transmitter in the tables for a long time. So first time I saw them sit together and father to son really close talk. I was touched by their view. Okay, it's good to see that because after he talked in the class, he feel that he need to get close to his father and just let him know he loves him. So you can see them sit on the table, talk to each other. So that view it touched me. I was kind of touched to see that, and also see him cry. When he talked about fairy piety in the class, he was crying. So it's kind of because
Yeah, when I talk over here, he's sitting in the back, he was crying.
yeah. So it's kind of he started to realize even he's 57 years old, but he doesn't mind to show he tell his father he love him, miss him. So it's a touching moment for all of us. We can learn that. Yeah. Here also teacher also mentioned one thing. I just want. Teacher said, don't fear our parents getting old. Their motion is getting slower. Sometimes they walk, the way they're doing things very slow. But teacher said, don't forget, when we are little kids, we don't even know how to walk. You know what happened to our parents? Our parents take a spoon, feed us one spoon by one spoon, one by one. And also take us to learn how to walk step by step, to all very patiently to help us, little things, one by one. But today, we need to be calm down. Our heart got to be a little softer. So when parents say something, don't feel kind of upset, angry. We need to be patiently think about old days, how patiently they teach us, and then show us the love. So we need to pay back in this lifetime. Thank you.
Okay. Now the holy teacher says when we come to the temple, we must be in proper attires, like white shirt, dark pants, no open toe shoes, open back shoes. Okay. What else? No sleeveless for women, collars. Okay. Not only in the temple, but also in the outside world. Okay, because we represent the Tao. And do not follow what is trendy. Girls?
Men.
Okay. Well, men, I don't know. Do not follow the trend. Okay. So, because we have to be proper in all aspects. In the way we dress, the way we speak, the way we act. Okay?
Since talk about uniform, it's good. I found out we have a few members because we wear the uniform, and people outside they see the uniform looks so great. They came to receive the Tao yoga so far. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even Christine and Judy, they were in the parking lot. Ali.
Ali. Oh, because of the uniform.
Because it looks, you guys dress so nicely. Ali work for airline or what? That's why we start to talk. They only came in to receive.
Yeah, because only airline wear these type of
Yeah.
uniforms,
Right.
navy blue and white.
And then also I heard a couple weeks ago with the other members too. He saw what we dress, the way we dress up. He said, "Looks so great," and then the guy received it out too. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
We need to dress.
So we should be proud of our uniform.
Wear it outside.
We do. How else are we coming in here, right? Okay. Now the teacher says, do not chase what is external or material goods. Even though we may be able to obtain it, it doesn't mean we can enjoy it. Okay. For example, if we chase after what we want and have to be underhanded in order to get it, that doesn't mean we will get to enjoy it because you're not doing it properly or legally. So everything must be obtained properly and by legal means. Then we can we are fortunate enough to enjoy it. So back to filial piety. Okay. So the holy teacher says we must practice the 3 cardinal guides, which are superior guides the subordinates, the father guides the son, and the husband guides the wife. And also the 5 constant virtues, which are benevolence, righteousness, propriety, wisdom, and faith or trust, especially between the husband and the wife. We have to learn to be accommodating and pardon each other. Before getting married,
It's a good one.
the women see the husband as pleasing to the eyes. But after marriage, they see them as annoying. For the men, before marriage, they see their wife as getting cuter and cuter. But after marriage, it's totally different. So who we marry today is all due to karma. Okay, so we always have to be accommodating towards our spouse. Okay, we don't just see other people's husband or other people's wife as better than our own. Just appreciate what we have and make the best of it. Because we will always see other people's faults. Everyone has faults. We ourselves have faults. So before marriage, we have both eyes wide open. After marriage, we have one eye open and one eye closed. Okay. Isn't that funny? This is so true. Okay. Now the teacher is referring to the single people. Okay. We do not climb into bed with anybody before marriage. Okay. Especially in today's world. Okay. In today's society, they get into bed and then they get pregnant and then the men will not take the responsibility, and the men will say, oh, that's not my problem, that's her problem. Okay, we cannot do that. Okay, we have to take our responsibility. So if you don't want to take responsibility, don't do it. Okay, so that's what the Holy Teacher is advising us. We have to be very careful, because this will leave a mark, okay, or a scar with the people that's concerned.
Yeah, this is a very good point here. Okay. People, you will only think about the female will get hurt because of that. Teacher said that even the male, the gentleman, will have the mark in our sense there, in our
Memory.
nature there. So will be there's a mark there, a pore there. We do not see that. So it's balanced. From human being, we don't see outside. From Buddha's point of view, it's no different. Men and women, they are at the same point. Yeah. So that's why, especially in our sense, you're gonna make a mark there forever.
Yeah, so can you just think about it. If you make someone pregnant and they have the baby and you don't take the responsibility, in the back of your mind you always think, oh, I have a child somewhere. I wonder how that child is. Did I miss out on that child's life? You will never get over that. Okay? Ask the people that are fathers already. They all will tell you that. Okay? Now, some people have good destiny and fortune, where everything in their life goes so smoothly. But we ask ourselves, why does my life have so many obstacles? And that's because we do not have enough virtue. Okay? We did not perform enough good deeds, especially if we did something against our conscience or against heaven's way. How can heaven allow us to have a good life if we do something bad? And naturally, our life will not be smooth if we do something bad. One asks, how come that person does so many bad things in his life and their life is still so smooth? Teacher says, once that person has finished his good fortune, then that person will start to suffer for the bad deeds that they did. That is why we do good. When we do good, we will be the wisest. As long as we are willing to do, we will gain. If we can understand these principles and manifest them, then we can move heaven. Why do so many people overcome disasters? That is their own good fortune. We should not envy others. As long as we are willing to do, we can also have good fortune. We should not be impatient and rushed. Whatever we do, we should maintain a calm heart and mind and patiently do it. We all understand our Buddha nature. And when we use it and abide by the principles, okay, then everything will be good. Sometimes we get angry. Did we ever get angry that we want to jump off a building? Or do we ever get so happy that we want to jump off the building? These are extremes, okay? So we try not to do things that are too extreme. We try to take the middle path of everything. Did we ever get so angry that we start to throw things in our home? Our teacher says, that is not worth it, okay? Because when we have a good temper, our fortune is good. If our temper is not good, we will waste a lot of money to replace these things that we break. And it's not worth it. Our Buddha nature is very big and bright. Do not let our heart and mind scatter or wander. Do not follow our desires. Don't say, whatever I want to have, I can have. We can't. Because if we do that, we will regret it. If we really do that, we may enjoy it now, but we will suffer later. This is the fixed principle.
The law.
The law.
Yeah.
Let our virtues become more and more beautiful. especially if we can truly understand, we can follow and practice for the good of sentient beings. If we as a person can influence one family, and a family can influence a district, one can also influence society. Don't look down at ourselves. Look at Guan Yin Bodhisattva. Isn't she one person? And look how she affected thousands and thousands of people a year. That's only a year now. Isn't Jesus one person? They all were. How big our vow is how many people it will affect. Taking care of our own 3 meals in order to be full is not enough. We have to have a broad mind. Not only for our family to be well, we have to enlarge our ability to affect all sentient beings, just like Mother Teresa. However much we can do, we do it to the best of our ability. Mother Teresa did the same. Guan Yin Bodhisattva also did the same. If others can do it, why can't we? Don't look down at ourselves. However big that vow will determine how big our strength is. And then teacher compliments lecturer Xu and lecturer Zhu for being so humble, not only when they are doing the class at the podium, but also below the podium. Okay, so if we are proud of ourselves and we use our nose to stick it up in the air or our chin to look down at others, okay, will people welcome us? Don't be proud. What are we proud of? If we have money, Bill Gates has a lot more money than we do. Okay? If we are beautiful, there are many, many people outside that is much more beautiful. If we have status, there are many more people that have better status. So we have to learn and follow the ways of the saints, the Buddhas, and the Bodhisattvas. This way our life has more value, is more meaningful, and is much brighter. We all have to make good use of our conscience. Each one of us have mercy, have love. Okay. Then the world we live in will become a happier and more harmonious place. We start with our own family. Whatever we can take, we take. Whatever we cannot take, we do not take. Whatever we should do, we do. Whatever we should not do, we should not do. This will cause karma. If we take what does not belong to us, we will have to pay back, okay, in huge amounts, especially our mouth. Okay, we have to
more than double.
More than double. So especially what comes out of our mouth. Be aware, filter through our brain before we open it. Because what we say, we cannot take back. Do not say what we should not. Do not say whatever is in our mind, especially in our company, in front of other people. Can we speak words that will hurt and break up other people's friendship or relationship? That would be very bad. Okay. Can we speak words that can disappoint others? So do we speak the truth or do we speak good words? That depends on the situation. So what we consider truthful may not actually be truthful. So every situation and condition is different. Now, Holy Teacher is giving us an example of Confucius' disciple Yan Hui.
Yeah.
Okay, Yan Hui. So he was cooking kanji in the kitchen, and something dirty fell into the pot. So he cannot throw it away because it's wasteful. And they have been locked up in that place for days, and their food supply is running low. And what does he do? He cannot serve the food to other people because it's so dirty. So what did he do? He ate it himself. At this time, another disciple, Zigong, saw that Yan Hui was eating, the whole kanji. Okay. So he immediately reported to Confucius. And what did Confucius do? Confucius used his wisdom. Okay. And he know Yan Hui's character, and he also knows Zigong's character. So each explain their situation. So in reality is what we see is not the real truth. So we do not jump into conclusions. What we see, what we hear, do not jump into a conclusion and say, oh, this person is wrong. We cannot do that. Okay?
What was the situation there in Yan Hui? Why did he do that? Anybody else trying to share with us? What happened? He ate that.
Because when you cook the count, the dirt, the dust, it drop on the rice, on the top of the rice. Yan Hui just picked up those dirty parts and he ate it. He just don't he just don't want to distract those disciples to eat the rice. It's just that's why he picked it up, because he was thinking about other people will eat that. And that's was thinking for other people, not just for himself. He sacrificed. It's like he is for sacrifice.
Beautiful. He did.
Then the teacher said we cannot be wasteful. Have we noticed that we have been gaining weight lately? Teacher is hoping that we do not overeat, which will become a burden for our body. He's saying that we don't starve ourselves either. Okay. Today people should eat only 80% full, but people are not satisfied. They will eat to be 100%.
120, 180,
And still not satisfied.
200%.
200%.
Teacher said we ate
Okay.
100%.
No wonder we are gaining weight, right? And when we drink a cup of water, do we dispose the cup? Like here, when we drink a cup, we just throw it in the garbage, right? The teacher says we are being very wasteful. Because by disposing it, it's a convenience for us. We can bring our own cup to use in the temple. Okay. Don't think it looks bad to bring our own cup. For example, the hot water we drink, is the temperature high? And the cup we use, is it plastic? Think about it. The hot temperature will release the toxins that is in the plastic cup. And then what? We drink it and we consume all that toxin. So it's really not healthy. When we eat a meal, what do? We dispose the spoon, the bowl, the fork. Then in the long run, this bowl will become contaminated with garbage. When this will become unlivable, we will probably say, it's okay, I won't be here.
We died already, yeah. That's what he said.
But Lao Tzu says, the teacher says, we will reincarnate. We will come back again to enjoy this dirty world that we have created previously. So is it worth it? Okay, so we should think like that. We can treasure the blessings. If we can reuse it, okay, then that is the best. If we can open it, do not cut it. That means if something can be opened, do not cut it, because then we can reuse that. Okay, just think of the environment first. Now referring to human relationships, we should maintain it. Do not end a friendship because of minor difference. We should not think, hey, that's not my only friend. I have many other friends. But someday, we may still need that very same person. Okay? So maintain all friendships. We should not overdo nor speak hurtful words. Sometimes it's okay to sacrifice ourselves. Okay. We have to take care of our physical body, and also to cherish our name. Don't allow the 6 thieves. What are the 6 thieves?
Eyes, nose, ears, mouth,
Sense.
tongue,
East.
And the mind
Consciousness.
and consciousness. Okay. Do we usually use our mind to think of all nonsense? We do. Our mind is always cluttered, right? When we cultivate, we have to let our mind rest, to empty our mind when it is needed. When we keep thinking of all different thoughts, when we reach to be middle age, we will not be able to sleep. We will have insomnia, anxiety, and depression. These are all due to thinking too much. So before we get up in the morning and before we go to bed at night, we have to calm ourselves for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't think of anything. That's the best time to do our Wan Yuan Fang Xia, right? The letting go of all karmas
Affinity.
and affinities. So also, teacher said maybe at this time we can reflect ourselves. Okay. Did I say anything today that I should not have? Did I do anything today that I should not have? Give ourselves time to calm down. Do not use our eyes to look outwardly only. Use our eyes to look inwardly at ourselves. Okay. Spend some time to reflect. If we have faults, we must correct ourselves and try our best not to repeat these faults. If we use our Buddha nature to be our master, even if we are given 10,000 of gold, okay, or given a high government official, it will not affect us. Do we all love to drink juice and sodas? When we open the fridge in our home, is it full of soft drinks and sweet drinks? Teacher advises to drink less of these. These will cause diabetes and high blood pressure at a very young age. Okay, young people, don't drink those. It's very harmful. Okay. These are not due to other people's faults, but our own consumption. Our illnesses start from what we put into our mouth. Eat less what is not good for us. We, after all, we are what we eat. There is an expression. We are what we eat. Okay? We should choose if we want to consume what is natural or what is processed. Okay? What is natural, if, for example, if we see a cucumber and we eat the cucumber, what we see is what we're eating. But if we eat something processed, what you see, you don't know what you're eating because it has been processed. We have no idea what chemical or what things are put into there that is so bad for us. Okay. So use our wisdom. We have the choice. Okay. Don't say that this is a lifestyle disease. We are in control. If you want a better, healthy, beautiful life, then don't go and buy whatever you want to eat. Back to filial piety. Our teacher says true filial piety does not mean when our parents become sick and we are by their bedside taking care of them every day. Then it would be sad. Filial piety starts from a young age. Okay, to guide our parents to be healthy, to eat properly, to be emotionally happy. Okay, it doesn't mean we wait till they're sick to be filial. Filial piety should start today, should start yesterday. Okay, so so this filial, when we are filial, when they are healthy, when we are filial and they are healthy, we can enrich ourselves. Okay, use our wisdom to learn more. We need wisdom in order to help our family, help our friends around us. We do not say you are you and I am me. Actually, we are all the same. We all came from God. We all have the same Buddha nature. Even though our physical body doesn't look the same, our Buddha nature is the same. That's why if we can love other people, heaven will be able to love us. Our character and our mannerism will shine through. Whatever we do, it must be in compliance with the middle way. Whatever we do, we are clear and fully aware of what we do. We should use our original face to deal with other people. Do not use a fake face. When we are by ourselves at night peacefully, that is our true original face. Okay? That is the face that we should use all the time. The most precious treasure are not pearls, not brown jade, not gold, not stocks, but our own Buddha nature. It's very clever, lively, and cute. When we use it, all the things we can see in this world, we will. Wait a minute. When we use our Buddha nature, okay, if you notice, all the things that we see in this world were created by human beings. Okay, take for example the airplanes. So that is all from the human brain, our Buddha nature. Our wisdom is from heaven, and that is why it is very broad and very abundant. Do not limit ourselves. The broader our heart and mind is, will also open up our wisdom. Can we see our Buddha nature? Can we see our conscience? Does it truly exist? Yes, it's very bright. A lot of people take care of it. Even if we do not use it, ignore it, it will still be there. If we use it, it will become more and more useful. If we do not use it, it will become less useful because it will become very slow. If we sing and praise to it, will it jump? No, it will be motionless. Oh, that's all? Oh, okay. Let me go to the...
That's
okay.
You can continue next.
Now, we all have bad habits, such as the 3 poisons, okay, greed, anger, obsession, attachment, stubbornness. These will all contaminate this world. This world is of dust. It's very pitiful. Hope each one of us will be full of good fortune and perfection. We have to put our own effort into our life to be responsible for our own life. Some people comment and say, oh, my father is bad, my mother is bad. If our parents are bad, didn't they bring us into this world and raise us to be a grown person? It doesn't matter what environment we were born into. We have to remember to be grateful for our parents' love. Okay? We have to repay our parents for their warm love in taking care of us. We should always be grateful. Some people think, oh, but that's what our parents are supposed to do. That's not true. Okay? Our parents gave us all unconditional love. So the best thing to do is to bring our parents to receive the Tao. And after they receive the Tao, they can transcend from this world of suffering. And this is considered great filial piety. So a holy teacher is talking about the MP3 players that only people that took very vegetarian vows can donate. So when we do receive the machine, it's only one person per machine. Do not delete the content of the machine, okay, and then put your own music into it. We have to listen to the principles, and even if we don't understand, listen to it every day, okay, at least 1 hour a day. The more we listen, the more we will understand, and within 3 months, 6 months time, we will be able to understand it, okay. Transmitter says for me to finish my last 2 pages, so please bear with me.
We are happy to hear that.
Thank you. Back to the MP3. Okay, so why the Holy Teacher says these principles from the MP3, they are not ancient principles. Okay, it will open up our wisdom, and the more we listen to these principles, the more we will learn, and we will get closer to virtuous people. These principles are all very good. For example, if we know a friend, but we cannot, if we come across somebody and they look so familiar, but we can't remember their name, so we ask, "I'm sorry, I forgot your name," right? Then they'll tell you. And then 3 weeks later, we come across the same situation. We forgot the name again. It's kind of embarrassing, right? So that is why the teacher wants us to listen to it every day. So we become familiar with all these principles. And when we come across a situation, we will remember, oh, this is what Lecturer Liu told us in the MP3. And we will use that principle to resolve the problem that we have, and then, okay, that is the main purpose of it. Okay, so as a cultivator, we should not. So the Holy Teacher says, as a cultivator, he's not asking us for a lot of money, but only for us to be filial to our parents. At home, we should have good relationships to get along with the husband, the wife, the brothers, the sisters, even the sister-in-laws. Okay, we have to respect our father and mother-in-laws to first show our sincerity to them. They will all be able to feel it. If our family is not in harmony, for example, we think that our mother-in-law is always complaining, right? But no matter what, we still have to get together. There's no way to avoid it. So try to make the best of your relationship with everybody in the family. If we feel that our husband is only so-so and our wife is so-so, at that point, we shouldn't mind what other people, we focus on what we do that is proper, okay? And that will affect all those people around us. If family members have not yet received the Tao, make sure that we ourselves are cultivating well in order to influence them and to inspire them to come into the temple and receive the Tao. Okay? If it's possible in the future, if we still have family, friends, and relatives in China, we can also ask the transmitter to go there to propagate the Tao to them. And those of us that have not become a vegetarian or have not taken the vegetarian vow, the teacher hopes everyone will learn to become one. Try to eat less meat. Look at the Nepal earthquake, the big calamity. It is because they had killed a lot of cows.
25,000.
How many?
25,000
Wow, 25,000.
in every special.
Oh, it's every time they
every
celebrate
5 years,
something?
Yeah, it's like every.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
25,000 of them.
They have that many cows?
They have the
5 years.
Cows.
Every 5 years, there's a big one.
Wow, that's terrible.
And they ship to them.
Okay, so don't think, oh, it doesn't concern me. It concerns everybody. Okay, when we are cruel, 1 second, I lost my. Okay, so it concerns everybody. Try our best to eat less meat. No one can escape from the law of cause and effect. It is very accurate and it is very precise. Today, if we are very cruel to sentient beings, because we are in this universe, The universe is like a big mirror. If our thoughts come out this way, then it will come back to us this way. When we are cruel outwardly, then heaven will also be cruel to us. If we give out a compassionate thought and heart, heaven will also be very compassionate toward us. Okay? That's why those that are not vegetarians, we have to learn. Do not eat sentient beings' meat. We have to save a live road for us, not for the chicken or for the fish, but for ourselves. Okay?
One day will come back to us.
Whenever we have difficulties or hardships in life or any health problem, holy teachers say we go to the temple and we give Lao Mu, God, 100 bows. Okay? And we can also bring the blessed fruits that we can get from the altar. We can take it home with us. If we want our blessed fruits to be effective, we have to take a good vow. What is considered a good vow? The teachers say, I'll bring $100. Is that a good vow? Yes. If we're willing to change our temper, our bad habits, that is also a good vow. If we are willing to be filial to our parents, that is also a good vow. If we are willing to speak to our wife, which we have not spoken to for days, is also a good vow. Okay? So if we come across someone on the street that needs help and we help them across the street, that is also a good vow. The garbage that has accumulated in front of our house, we should clean it all up. The ones on the road, we cannot be able to change that. But at least we should not throw garbage out in the streets. Is this considered a good vow? Yes, it is. To do good guidance is also a good vow. So in other words, we give other people good, proper guidance to help them. To smile is a good vow. Okay? A warm eye contact is also a good vow. Some people have cold eye contact. Have we ever come in contact with that has cold eye contact? Is that good? To let other people feel very cold. We always do that to our family. So we try not to give our family a cold eye contact. Okay? So we are very courteous. We should be very courteous to people on the outside. We argue and we calculate more with our family members, right? We shouldn't be like that. We should cherish the affinity and the blessings toward the ones that are closer to us. Someday, at the end of this affinity, we are no longer here. It will be too late for regrets. It is okay to be taken advantage of. Is it really that sad? Whether it's sad or not, it is all in our mind. Whatever we feel is all in our mind. Mm-hmm. Okay, so ladies, we tend to be very emotional. Try not to feel, okay, because it's all in our mind. Today, we say we work hard. Every day, we have to work so hard in order to put food on the table. If we look back, okay, we have to appreciate we still have the strength to work. Isn't that happiness? If today we are locked up in a jail, it would be tragic. Whatever situation, we look from the positive side. Do not look on the negative side. Then our mood will be happier and life will be brighter. If we see everything from the negative side, then our life will be pathetic. Okay? Whatever happens, it doesn't matter. At least everything we do is proper. We sweat and work hard for the money. Everything we do is very upright and proper within our conscience. Remember, whatever we feel is in our mind. Whether good and bad is also in our mind. Do not ask too much. For example, we ask the husband to be more romantic. Just be realistic, okay? Whatever situation, just be grateful. Cherish the blessing. Remember teacher's words. Do not say things we should not. Do not do things we should not. Do not take what we should not. Do not think what not. One thought will bring on one reincarnation. The more thoughts we have, the more chance for reincarnation. When we have nothing to do, we let go of all affinity, all thoughts, to let ourselves be pure and still. When we are pure and still, we become closer to heaven. Then we are able to feel the Buddha's energy, the Buddha's vibes. For example, the radio. When there's a bad reception or lots of noise, can we hear it? No. We have to be pure and still for us to be able to hear heaven's instructions. Teacher wish all disciples a good fortune, cultivate and start with the family. Be filial to our parents, within husband and wife, to be more accommodating and understanding. With children, do not just love, we have to teach them. As parents, we cannot lecture and yell at them all the time. Okay? Then it'll be bad. Do not lecture and yell, or they will get annoyed with us. If we listen to ourselves, we would also be annoyed with ourselves. So don't lecture and yell all the time. Okay, so teacher wish us all a happy and healthful, peaceful life. Healthy, peaceful life. Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, Winnie, take over.
I think the quick one. Anybody comment and a couple of items I try to edit. I think lecture Jean has been covered in the more detail than I can even thought about. Beautiful. Good job. Okay.
Next week, Ryan has to re-edit everything because my language is all messed up.
Yeah, a couple of points I want to say that teacher always taught us, in Chinese said, 人情有一面，日后好相见. Means, okay, because don't push people against the wall. What does that mean? Keep to the corner, people a little space, because one day it might come back to us. Okay, because we never know. Like teachers, lecture Jean talk about. Sometimes we throw the garbage on the street or something happens. We say, on this earth, we damage this environment on the earth. We say, oh, by the time the earth is not there, we are not around. But teachers say, we're going to come back to reincarnate, so we're going to suffer again. Okay, so.
Because when you throw the garbage, you're causing a karma. You throw the garbage to pollute the world, you have to come back and enjoy that pollution.
So teachers mentioned here, say, don't push people to the corner. It's very important in our daily life. But on our job, family, anything could happen to us. So we sometimes get angry, we push people against the wall to the limit. So that we have to be careful there. That's one thing we need to avoid. We need to avoid it. So in the future, we say always remind ourselves. Okay. Second thing is our Buddha nature. Teachers say we don't need to service it, but we need to bring it out. Okay, so reveal in our daily life that our Buddha nature in charge every day. Buddha nature means our conscience, 天理良心. Let it in charge every day. It's not easy. So that we have the practice. Teacher wants us to listen to the Buddha nature class 1 hour a day, and also practice. Get rid of affinity. Do not waste one thought. Someone want to show us how to do it, because some people may haven't done that much. You want to show us how to do it? Please go ahead.
Whenever we have a free moment, whether you're standing, sleeping, sitting, at work, in school, anywhere, you just focus. You don't focus. You let go of all affinity and karmas, and put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Do not let one single thought enter your mind. Okay, you can start with a few seconds and gradually work towards an hour a day. An hour a day doesn't mean one hour at one sitting. It means an accumulation of those few minutes that you did throughout the day. Okay, so this way we clear our mind, and also when we come across a situation, we will have a calm heart and mind to deal with it. Okay.
How do we do it? Just close the eyes. Do not think about good and bad. Do not think of right or wrong. Okay, just practice every
Don't
day.
think.
Okay, sometimes we can do 2 minutes, and then just accumulate all the time. So let's do 1 minute, just because some people haven't done before. Let's close eyes and then get rid of all the thoughts. Do not waste any thought. Good or bad, doesn't matter. Don't have any thought in our mind. Let's eyes and then put the tongue against the tongue. Okay. Yeah. I think we got to practice this every day. The only way we can bring our Buddha nature out That's how we have to do. Let go everything. The only one left inside. That's our Buddha nature, our conscience. 活性留在最后面，就在里面。所以像他们成佛的人，就是那个 Buddha nature, they know how to bring the Buddha nature out. So by the time the day we pass away, so they know the Buddha nature know how to come out, where to go. Okay, so that's how we practice regularly. Okay, so just sure. And then a couple more points here. Teacher mentioned that.
Judy wants to say
Some question.
something.
Go ahead, Judy.
关于放下一念不生，right? Before we emphasize no thought, right? But that's not right. Okay? That's one of the sessions says that's totally wrong because the most important is the one behind. The true nature, right? No thought there, right? There's still one there. That's true nature. Okay, so that's the one must be emphasized. Okay, so otherwise we become one form is stubborn emptiness. And also, just share with everybody. There's one guy in other temple. One day he went to temple. He just started to do that. Okay, and then he was standing in front of the temple, and until he felt he was hungry. Okay, so he just went back to the reality, and then he said, I need to eat something. And he looked outside, outside. It was like 7 or 8 p.m. that time when he start to do it. But he looked outside, it's bright. It's daytime. Then wow, he looked at the clock and said, wow, this is AM already. So he actually did so many hours, but he thought it's just few minutes. He felt in the real Buddha world, the true nature world, feel, you forgot about yourself already. You don't know what time is that already. So at the end of it, it's the break time. That's why he was hungry. So he ate the bread, and he was thinking about, oh my goodness, the temple, I did not see the Buddha there, the happy Buddha there. Somebody stole it. So he forgot himself and an object too. So he went back to the temple and said, oh my goodness, I did not see it. So he went and said, oh, it's still there. So that moment he already empty. Forgot about himself and everything, object. So he was in the real world. So it's just like a few minutes only. But it's actually many, many hours. If you can do something like that, well,
One thing I want to talk about the difference between the meditation and the get rid of all the activity to not raise one thought is meditation is everything is empty. In our mind, nothing left. Empty, everything. The get rid of affinity to not raise one thought means everything is empty, but do not raise one thought. But Buddha nature stay inside. Buddha nature did not come out. Buddha nature, our spirits, the original spirit, still inside. So that's only different. Meditation only this lifetime. A lot of people do the meditation. You can see it on the street, right? The meditation is good for this life, but once the people pass away, the meditation function is gone. But when we do the do not raise one thought, get rid of affinities, those will stay with our Buddha nature for many, many lives to come. Will stay there.
It actually nurtures our Buddha nature.
Yeah, so that's a different. Okay, so it's good.
one more thing, okay? One more thing to share.
Yeah.
My colleague, she was here before, right? She attended the Dharma meeting, classes. And recently she spent $800. Every year she spends so much money to attend some classes.
Outside.
So outside, yeah. Outside. What did she learn? I asked her, okay? She said, I said, why you have to attend those classes? She said she wants to find herself, okay? And what I teach was a positive thinking, no negative thinking, and meditation. And I asked her, when you do the meditation physically, okay, what is there? She said, oh, it's hard, it's still a lot of thought there. So I encouraged her to come here to listen to the classes. But she spent $800. So we are more than $800. So everybody have to come here. It's no charge.
This is the example, what
than-
Holy Teacher said, taking the wrong, was it Immortal Buddha
Yeah.
takes the wrong road, okay? This is what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But it take. Let's come back here. Okay. Thank you, Judy. Here's a couple more points. Teacher mentioned it. Okay. Teacher said a lot of people in outside society today, they're going to look at those cultivators. Sometimes you guys are poor.
Yeah.
Okay. Teacher said, you guys, what is Buddha nature? Okay. There's no Buddha nature. Okay. That's how people, a lot of people thinking outside today. Okay. And then they say, how much is the worth of the conscience? 天理良心值多少钱? How much is it worth? Okay. So teacher said, because they don't believe it, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because their affinity is not up yet. So give them time. Okay. Not everybody ability is there already. So it takes time to cultivate to that level to accept those doubts and embracing. Okay, so teachers remind us all the time. We need to be patiently to explain to them. That's what teacher said. And teacher also tell one thing about to the children. A lot of times, it's not just give the parents a present, a gift. Sometimes say some warm conversation, so they also feel good about that. And then sometimes doesn't hurt to give the parents
Massage.
So just let them feel, and then father maybe
Like a different massage,
okay, to
pinching
the parents, to the
them.
father, the mother, just let them feel the love of the children. Okay? Okay, thank you.
So translator Lin,
Yeah.
you just say you spent about 10 years to have your brother receive the Tao.
Yeah.
And how can you do it? Can you share your feelings with
yeah,
us?
we just talked to the James about because I went to his father's funeral. I went to his father's funeral when I was in Taiwan. So I was talking to him, and his brother too was in a funeral service. So he just welcome to come here to the class. Welcome to come back more often. Come back. I think we just talk about that. I just tell him because his mother hadn't received Tao yet, and his brother, as young sister received Tao, but brother hadn't received Tao. So we just tell it takes time. But we need to change from ourselves. I have the same situation because my younger brother, it took me over 10 years to walk until he received Tao and attend the Dharma class. So in old days, it's impossible. Julie knew that. No way. No. So and then I said that we need to start to change ourselves, just to show we make a difference on ourselves because of that. If we don't make a difference, they're not going to see any difference. We tell them Tao is very good, beautiful. If we don't change, they will not see it. So we need this. I'm just doing a little bit. I'm not doing very much. So we just change a little bit, they can feel it. So we need to, all of us, we need to just getting better and do better. So our people around us can feel, man, Tao is on you. I can see a different person immediately. So they are willing to come with us to receive that and embrace it. Thank you. Hopefully your mother, your brother can receive Tao down the road.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, working hard on that. Yeah.
Hi, but your brother is in Taiwan and you're in the USA.
Yeah.
So how can you do to have your brothers feel you
Receive that.
change?
Feel your
Yeah.
So sometimes I try to call every week. My mother, I do with my mother, Skype. My brother is there, do the Skype every week. We stay there, they're all there, we all talk to each other. And then when you go back, you try to show your example to do little things. You can see your
So
change.
have you told her you love her yet?
Every time, right? Let me tell you something, okay? When my father still around, and then he was sick, and then I was always tell myself, say every time, next time I go back, I'm going to kneel in front of him and say, I'm sorry, I'm not next to you to take care of you. I will tell myself in my heart every time, I'm going to kneel to my parents. I'm sorry, I'm not next to you to take care of you because I'm USA, you guys in Taiwan. So I always feel sorry for that every time I'm here. So I always tell myself to do that. So when I go home, I always try to take care of my mother a little bit better, do a little thing I know Julie and Christine always remind me, you gotta do better, and they are, especially they are doing very good, than more than what I did. So I think
For women it's easier. For men it's very
yeah,
difficult.
but my parents, they did a good job.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the person. It depends on the person. Not every situation.
Yeah. I think especially I think last week we heard 詹姐那个 Marissa's
Oh, Mary.
小姑 and she was when she said something she was crying I think 2 weeks ago in my house because she feels she didn't do enough to her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law was really sick and very bad lie down on the bed. But now she received she received down, Miss Sun received down. Once she understands better quality, she said she should have done more. But I know at least she feels now. That's good for her to
Is
feel
she
that.
still alive?
No, her
Mother-in-law
mother-in-law
left?
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So she feels sorry because she didn't have time to do more. But at least she was in the class even yesterday, maybe 2 weeks. She tried to learn, try to do to others. So we hope so that we all have to learn more, to do better. Even myself, do better to our parents. My mother's still around, so we need to do better to help them, to take care of them. It's not just giving the food, support financially. We need to bring them. Teacher said it today, I think lecture teacher. We need to let them understand the Tao and principle. Once they know more on this stuff, that's the biggest better quality. So they know how to cultivate if they can join us. Yeah. Thank you. I think everybody else can share. I just shared a little story. I didn't do enough yet. Yeah, but I'm happy to. My younger brother is kind of he doesn't. And let me put it this way for you. When my father passed away, my father got stroke and he need money, right? My younger brother just went on her pocket $100,000 to give to my mother immediately. Don't even bring the ice. The other brother sister didn't even bring that money out yet. Didn't react yet. My youngest brother always put $100,000 out already, just by himself. So when during the Dharma class comes, my younger brother Buddha asked him to go to write the words in the board. Now, his words very big because everybody writes scripture, right? He writes very big. And then the other lecturer tried to change him. Buddha said, don't change him. Look at his words. The words is show the person. He got a big mind, big heart, very kind. You can feel that. So Buddha said immediately. So when people see the words of the person, you can see the person of the heart of the person. So interesting, just interesting. So, but I'm glad he's living with my mother now. So,
That's good.
yeah.
For example, his girlfriend took $1 million from him, and then he forgave her.
So ran away with $1 million.
Yeah, he's too big.
He does have a
do
big
all
heart.
the stuff. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They do all the million. No, more than
We
million.
get mad if somebody take $10 from us.
Yeah.
So what is the word he wrote on the blackboard?
I think the biggest scripture 先我的圣训，先我圣训，
女主诗，
女主诗。
女主诗，yeah.
Yeah. Ask him to write the words on the board. But the teacher said, the saint said he had to write it. That's like scripture. So interesting. Thank you. Anybody else to share with us your story with us? Anybody else?
Hi, so James
Yeah.
is here.
Jim, want to say?
So he.
Jim? Yeah.
Yes, I want to say, although my dad passed away a few months ago, but I'm still lucky because my mother, he come here 2 weeks ago
2 weeks.
from Taiwan to here. And
How long will she stay here?
I think we will go back and September, I think.
September?
So next month?
2 months.
No, 2 months.
2 months? Okay.
November?
October, maybe October.
So I still got a chance
Yes.
to
With her.
do my best part. Yeah. So, yeah.
You can do what I did. I went and I cut Toto 老师.
Yeah. Take a bow.
And in the beginning, I was brand new. So this other lecturer helped me. We were gonna do 1,000 bows. The two of us unknowingly counted up to 5,000.
Wow.
And it moved heaven. So the next time I had an opportunity, they both agree like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can try.
Yeah.
5,000.
5,000.
Before
I
you
was
bow-
new.
But before you bow, just say, okay.
What
Oh,
I
they say-
said, yeah, what
Go
I
ahead.
said was for the teacher to help me. That the next time, because all this time, every time I speak to my mom, she would yell at me. Every time I open my mouth about the Tao, she would yell at me. So then I asked 老师, please let me have another opportunity. And the next time I speak up about the Tao, for them both to agree to come. And it happened like that.
Wow.
I was so happy.
Yeah. Try. Yeah. But I think doesn't matter. That's why I say tell James that bring mother to come to temple. Say we have a vegetarian food here. Don't even take your time. Sometimes parents that mother situation is kind of against. So we don't have to push so hard immediately. Let them come here to enjoy the atmosphere here and to learn to feel the warmth of everybody here. Okay, so she might feel that and then take time to get there. Okay, we don't have to say you got to receive out in order to be here. No, just bring her to receive, come to eat the vegetarian food with us, right? So let's do that.
You just say, Mom, let's go for vegetarian.
Yeah.
That's all. One sentence.
So James wants to be a vegetarian, right? So,
Yeah.
so he needs some.
You vegetarian?
Yeah.
Actually, I
Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
just eat meat in noon time.
Yeah.
Breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
I didn't eat meat.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
I try
Wow.
to learn.
Okay.
That's good.
Continue, okay? Yeah, that's also healthy too. And then cut back all the bad karma with all the animals. Cut back all sense meat. Anybody else in the back want to share with us? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody want to share with us?
So Karen,
10 minutes
Karen?
to lecture you.
no, 2 minutes is not enough for my class.
10 minutes.
She's trying to finish the class so she don't have to do
She
it.
cannot finish in
No,
10
no,
minutes.
no, not 10
10
minutes.
minutes.
I need at
You
least
ready?
half
I
an
know you
hour.
ready.
So do it next week.
So transmittedly, so can you just tell us what's the benefit of the vegetarian vow?
We have a lot of lecture here. We have a senior lecturer, Kai, never get a chance to speak today. You gotta give him opportunity.
Spotlight
Share
on
with
you.
us? Yeah. Kai, what's the benefit to be a vegetarian? Quickly, just main point. Yeah. Main point.
Okay. Well, first thing is you stop creating more bad karma. So that's important. Right? You stop creating more.
They come.
Okay. That's one. And the second one, it's obviously for your health. Okay. I mean, it's healthy. It's healthy for you. It's not. We can go into more detail, but we don't need to go into detail. It's healthy. Okay, and the other one is really, it's a sign, or you can say it's a show of your compassion. It's really
Kindness.
that's compassion. Yeah, kindness, compassion. It's really you can say a show, an action of compassion on your part, because you are now foregoing, right? Taste, your taste bud, right? Foregoing the pleasure of your taste bud, so that animals don't die, for the sake of your taste bud, essentially, So that's and it's people say, oh, compassion. I have compassion all the time anyway, but this compassion is good, and it's greater in the sense that you not only prevent animals from dying on your account, but also it can influence other people, right? Okay, so that people will realize that, hey, maybe it's not so bad, being a vegetarian or vegan, I can get by without eating fish, meat, chicken, whatever. So So those are the three main points. I mean, it's really a sign, a show of compassion, because that's what our Buddha nature is really like. You know, that's why Buddha doesn't, forbid killing animals, because animals also have what we call fuxi, they're sentient beings. They also have that Buddha nature. It's just that, we can say, oh, they're lower level, but really, they have the same Buddha nature as us. Okay, animals have. I mean, granted, they cannot become Buddhas as an animal, but they can also do good things. Right? We hear stories of, pets, dogs, or I don't know, even pigs, whatever. Pets save their master's life, right? I mean, so that's really merit on their part. That these animals, when they do that, they get merit. You know that, right? And then that means in their next life, that's not a karma, of course, but on the next life, chances are they will reincarnate as a human being. Because that's a very high merit, because they save a human being. I mean, animal saving a human being is rare, right? I mean, rare, but right? It's usually the other way around. so that's a good, that's something to bear in mind. So it's really a show, of your Buddha nature, of the compassion of your Buddha nature. So those are, important.
Two more benefits. Will become prettier and handsome.
Well.
also, Buddha said
Yeah,
if we eat meat, right, because of 浊气, the spirit is heavier and not so clear, and it's so heavy and going down. If we don't eat meat, it will be lighter, and it's easy for them to approach us, and when disasters come, it's very easy for them to save us. If we always eat those things, it's heavier and it's hard for them to take near us.
And Buddha also said when we eat, we are kind of putting an end to our compassion heart, 断那个大悲咒. Yeah. And there's also the benefits to the environment, because animal and also animal farming contribute 18% of the waste gas. What is that word? Methane. Yeah. So we thought it's the transportation, but actually transportation of like cars, all kinds of vehicles, and also like airplanes. They only come the second place when it comes to polluting the environment.
Yeah, when you think about it, vegetarianism is more sustainable. I mean, we hear stories now. There's a high demand for what's that? Salmon. 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 Yeah, 鱼那个红肉的鱼，那个粉红肉的鱼，那个 salmon, right? Salmon fish. China now wants to eat a lot of that, but China doesn't have salmon. They don't. It's not natural. It's all in the U.S. or Canada. So Canada, they overfish. They kill so much salmon that there's not enough in nature. In the wild, in the ocean. So they farm fishing. They do farm salmon. But that's that has consequences on the environment also. So it's because let's think about it. There's 7 billion people, right? Roughly 7+ billion people. How much fish we consume every day? It's staggering. Millions of tons. We talk about millions of tons. Can we continue this for the next 100 years? Soon in the nature, in the ocean, there are no more fish or no more lobsters. Now China likes a lot of lobsters. In Maine, in Canada, they're disappearing. Not enough. So it's scary, right? We kind of like we humans consume. Our habit, our lifestyle, our choice, you can say, is unsustainable. We can't sustain that. In the next 100 years, there could be no more salmon or no more lobsters, whatever, or never mind bears or whatever. I don't know.
The other thing a bit, if you turn around, look, let's just Julie going to talk about the next class, and also the previously. A lot of time now, Qigong Buddha asks people who donated even the Buddha nature machine. Even last time they tried to collect the money for the Asian temple. Holy teacher only asks people who are vegetarian, who make a vegetarian vows to donate. They didn't ask anybody else to donate. The Ribbon teacher said that because when we donate $10, teacher said if we don't make vegetarian wok, he only might receive only $5. What happened on the other $5?
The karma debtors picked it up.
The karma will pick it up.
Took the money
Anyway,
before money.
They took it away.
Before money, before the money get to the teacher, holy teacher, somebody already took some of the money. So the teacher couldn't receive all the money we donated, we contributed. So what does that tell me? Our big karma, all those people, all those spirits, they are waiting to pick up some from us.
It's like old saying, Chinese saying, it's like old, what's called bamboo bucket. When you pick up the water by the bamboo bucket, when you go to destination, the water is gone.
Now, is it true, sorry, is it
Go ahead.
true that you have to cultivate like 14 lifetime in order to be taking the vow to be a vegetarian? Like, you know, three lifetime in order to receive and 5 lifetime cultivating before.
They say 7 lifetimes to be vegetarian.
They say that at least the person has cultivated 7 lifetimes before this life in order for the person to make a vegetarian vow. Otherwise, probably won't make a vegetarian vow at all. So it's beautiful.
But I always convince the people who don't believe in reincarnation.
Yeah.
But in order to save this planet, right, you have to give them the statistics number. It's like when you use the 6 pounds of food, 6 pounds of crops, to generate only 1 pound of meat.
Yeah.
6 pounds of grain, and 6 pounds of grain, you can feed 18 people.
Yeah.
Right? So which means 1 pound of meat, you sacrifice 18 people's life. Right? And people are dying, people are starving to death. This spirit, look at Africa, people are dying. So this is very serious. It's very serious. You got to do from us. People don't trust the vegetarian. They say you don't have good energy. Good, it's not diversified. Vitamin, whatever. But that's obviously it's wrong. It's totally wrong. And people cannot change the habit. They're addicted to the meat. It's totally wrong. And how we change it, it's hard. But we have to change it.
Yeah. Thank you.